Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a TrueNet, and welcome back to Herald, an interactive period drama, episode 2 to be precise, A Tale of Two Daughters, where indeed Ludlow has indeed been rather stupid, because he was so insistent on having a weapon that, admittedly this is slightly my fault, I did actually ensure that he had a knife in his cabin, because he had stolen a gun previously. That knife was unfortunately stolen by the cabin boy and used to murder the first officer and navigator, who possibly was molesting him, or, well, we don't know yet. We don't know quite how bad the situation was between the first officer and the cabin boy, but I might be about to get some of the blame for this. Let's see if I can potentially get out of it and just pin the blame on Aaron entirely.
I still don't know, sir.
Don't tell me I didn't warn you 1,000,000 times. You are lucky that we are short on people with your skills, or I'd have demoted you there and then.
Oh no, do demote him. I want his jacket.
I'm so sorry, sir. There is no way I could describe my regret for what happened that night.
Why did you not lock your cabin when you were out?
An honest mistake, sir. It won't happen again.
It won't indeed, because I'm confiscating that weapon.
But I still have my rights as an officer.
This is my ship and... No, I'm not telling you again. You know very well what I mean.
I know, but it's just...
Your self-proclaimed privilege to walk around armed almost got an innocent man killed, Ludlow. A dear friend of mine.
Ah, he's not dead. Good, good.
Was I wrong to trust you? Was I? I am an old fool.
I'm just going to remain silent. This doesn't involve me. Stay out of it. This is entirely Aaron's fault. Aaron has been an idiot through this entire story. I'm happy to let him take the blame.
After what happened, the passengers have lost total faith in my authority. To restore that, I have decided to make you steward, Rensburg.
That's good, I think. Does that get me a blue jacket?
I want the both of you to pamper our guests as much as possible. And if I hear as much as one complaint, I'm going to have to use force to correct it.
Okay, don't ask questions, don't be bewildered, just say thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, Rensburg. Without Brunswick and Ian, I can't afford to lose any more experienced sailors. You are not an experienced sailor, but you are a charismatic young man.
Why do I get the feeling that Ian is locked in the brig then?
I need a keeper of the peace who warrants a civilized atmosphere for our honored guests. I already informed our chef, Mr. Andra Aubertin, about your promotion. You will find him in the galley, where he will show you what duties a steward of the Herald has. Please leave now, both of you.
I'm amazed you're not going to be formally punished. Aaron got off incredibly lucky there.
Well, congratulations. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. Got yourself a blue coat in less than a week.
I've no bloody clue how you've kept yours. I did not feel sorry for Ludlow. He has brought this on himself. He's a bloody idiot.
The captain was right, you know. You jeopardized the crew and passengers. That was not a smart move.
Well, whatever the case, this is exactly what we need right now.
Oh no, we straight back into your weird conspiracy about needing allies for something.
Absolutely brilliant, Devon.
Look, what's going on? Just stay silent, maybe he'll reveal the rest of his really stupid plan to me.
Don't you remember what we talked about earlier? There's something strange going on aboard this ship, and you are going to find out what. Because as a steward, you will be the passenger's lackey, so you get to serve their food, rub their backs, and tuck them in at night.
I'm not sure how literally he means that last bit. Sounds like a pretty easy job, really.
Sounds like a dream job. No hard labor, just bringing dishes around and talking to people. That's it?
Nothing more, nothing less. Well, off to the galley with you. Be sure to stop by the crew's quarters first. You'll find a nice blue coat inside the cabinet there.
Ooh. Oh, swish. Though admittedly my head looks weirdly abnormally large. I feel like my head is just slightly too large for my body, but whatever. I've got a blue coat. Winning. Now, can't go up the stairs. Yeah, I know I can't go that way, so presumably I cut through the workshop. Yep, here we are. Door out to the rear of the workshop. Lovely. So that is onto the gun deck. So this is a new bit of shit we haven't been to before. So there's the workshop, and the galley's right there. Fine. What else is in this room first? We've got a staircase going up somewhere. Probably into the... No, can't be the captain's cabin. That'll be the other side of the ship. Anything else useful in here? So we've got a cargo hold here that's been sealed shut. Fine, eventually we'll probably need to go and find a key for that. This is the gun deck, but it would appear The guns have all been kind of covered up for the most part, so we're probably not really expecting to run into trouble.
A strangely shaped object stood in the corner of the gun deck. I couldn't really see what it was, but I had an inkling.
You're not the brightest tool in the shed yourself, are you, Devon? And even with my blue coat, I'm not allowed to go in here unless I'm invited. Got it. So I can go into some new areas, but I still can't go through the blue doors unless I've been invited by a passenger. Got it.
Ah, my new help has arrived. I've never seen you down here before, Devon. What have you done to deserve this sorry job?
I was a bad sailor, I was promoted. I'm better with people than ships, apparently.
The captain believes I'm better suited to working with people than with ships. And so do I.
Well, he gave you a blue coat and took from you a sailor's life. You are a servant now. A servant at sea, but a servant nonetheless. What does a servant do, you ask me?
Serve.
He cleans and he cooks, of course. But aboard a ship like the Herald, he also has the duty of recreating a little piece of the Protectorate for our dear passengers. Lest they forget they're still part of it.
Well, that seems fair enough. As far as he's concerned, a steward is just a type of servant, which is true. I'm not going to contradict him there. So yeah, tell me what my new duties are, because last time I was told I was going to be reefing sails, and I'm not sure I ever actually did any of that. Also, they said swabbing decks, I never did any of that. Actually, I'm not sure I did any of the duties I was told I was going to do last time.
I have little to no experience being a steward. I'd be glad if you could show me the ropes.
Unlike the work above deck, our job has less to do with ropes and more with silver spoons and plates. Don't forget your silver tongue either. No, time to get to business. This here is Daniel, my sous-chef, and he has prepared luncheon for the passengers this morning.
Hello, Devon. Pleased to meet you.
So for your first task, would you be so kind as to serve Lady Tabitha and Senator Morton their grub in the dining saloon?
Okay, I will do my best, and I'm assuming that's the blue door at the end of the hallway.
I'll do my best, Mr. Obertal. I'll make sure our guests are well looked after.
I'm sure you will, Devon. And please just call me Undra. Now, remember to return here after you're done, so I can give you your next assignment.
So, take the tray to the room. Right.
The dining tray contained the food for Lady Tabitha and Mr. Morton.
So I have now got the tray. Out we go. Lovely. And now this leads up to the saloon here. Fine. So this is the dining saloon that we've seen previously. Up we go.
How despicable that the captain did not see this coming. It's just unbelievable.
You should stop worrying about everything, Uncle. Every time you frown like that, you get a new wrinkle.
I'm a man, Tabitha. Wrinkles give me character.
If you're not the villain by the end of this, I will be amazed.
And besides, I can't waste my time on silly things like that.
Why shouldn't a politician care about his appearance? Your line of work requires you to persuade others. A dashing appearance would surely give you an advantage.
Who said I didn't care about my appearance? Am I not dashing enough for you?
I'm just saying you do look a lot like the bad guy in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, okay?
The lady wants salt on her food.
Now, Uncle, a little please wouldn't hurt.
Please, boy, the salt.
Now, no, don't introduce yourself. I don't feel like he'd appreciate that. I can ask her how much she wants, or I could just... Oh, but if I've never served food before, but I know how salt works. I do presumably know... You know what? I'm just going to do it. It's fine.
Of course, sir.
I can do it myself. Thank you.
Tabitha, let the boy do his job.
Oh, what if I had too much salt? We're getting into a discussion between these two, because she was just saying how times were changing, and she seems to be in favour of doing more stuff by herself, and he wants things to be old-fashioned and traditional, and the servants do their jobs and stuff. Okay, so I could sprinkle some salt. I could give the salt to Tabitha. I'm just going to sprinkle the salt, because it's not offensive to her, and it'll keep him on side. I think I could upset him a lot more easily. Also, this episode's called A Tale of Two Daughters. There's only one daughter here. Where's the other one? There we go. Salt sprinkling par excellence there. Marvellous. Well done, me.
Good. I'd like some as well. Could you, boy?
Absolutely. Just sprinkle the... Oh, I could sprinkle lots of... No, just sprinkle the salt. Don't, tell him your name or anything. Just get on with it. Just going to do my duties properly here. Not going to be petty or mess anything up or be presumptuous.
That's how I expect it to be done. Remember, a good servant is only there when needed. Any other time, he blends in with his surroundings. Now please leave us.
There we are. Don't linger. Yep, don't linger, just get straight down. I could look around and kind of poke around the room, but I shouldn't do that. I just want to stay on side of the senator for now.
Were our honorable guests pleased with their meals?
No, they were nowhere near salted enough, apparently.
No time to dawdle, though. These meals here need to go to Officer Brunswick and Dr. Garrick. You can find them both in Brunswick's cabin.
Alright, know where that is. Good, good.
Oh, and keep an eye out for Daniel, will you? I don't know where he is, but he has a knack for dozing off on the job. Send him back here if you see him.
Okay, find Daniel, deliver food to Brunswick's cabin. Now, the fastest way to do that will be to go back through here via the workshop. Plus, that'll also lead me past the bedroom, where I can just check if anyone's actually asleep. I can see one person asleep up here, but that's not... No, that's not Daniel. Fine, up we go then. And to Brunswick's cabin, let's see how he's getting on after being stabbed a bit. Ooh, he's not looking so hot then.
I'm so... Why?
He is tough, but the wound is deep. We really need to make sure the wound doesn't become infected. Gangrene could pose a serious threat to his condition, especially out at sea.
Please, no, it's precious.
I'm guessing he's delirious and talking about the compass right now then.
Stop.
Shh, don't fight it, Rupert.
Devon? Oh, Devon, is that you?
Yeah, it is. Alright, you're actually recognising me. Good, good.
Officer, please, don't push yourself so much. You need to rest. Mr. Rensburg, get me my briefcase. I need...
Just tell me how Ian is doing.
I don't know, but I'm assuming he's in the bloody brig. Yeah, I'm guessing he is indeed locked up.
They put him in the brig. That's all I know, really.
Thank God he's safe, at least. Are they feeding him well? You should give him my food. Otherwise he...
Rupert, stop straining yourself.
Do it for me, Devon. The captain won't feed him well. Not after what he has done. Please,
Fetch me my briefcase, Mr. Rensburg. Now.
Let me out of bed.
No, you stay put. You're riling yourself up too much and need to calm down. Devon, quickly, a bottle of laudanum. It's in the front pocket of my medical kit.
Alright, grab that then. Up here. One of these. That might be it.
There was only one bottle of laudanum left in Garrick's bag.
That'll do.
Is this all, Mr. Rensburg? I had another full bottle of this with me.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. I'll check again.
Not that I could find, sir.
No, I always take a few extra bottles with me on a long journey. Laudanum is a very common mixture of opium and alcohol. It's used for quite a few ailments.
Oh, why do we get the feeling that someone's been robbing from your supplies now?
I can't have used them all up already.
I'm guessing they've been stolen, because that seems to be the plot device that drives most of this story.
Opium and alcohol? Sounds like a strong combination. Do you think someone robbed you to have a fun time?
I wouldn't be surprised. Some people are quite fond of its effect. It makes the user all fuzzy and warm inside, not to mention the dangerous illusion of being completely carefree for a while. Well, if you would, keep an eye out for someone with a flushed face. Laudanum usually makes people blush a little.
Right, flushed face, fine. And if I dared to keep underweighting, I could bring... No, don't do that. Don't do that at all. I don't want to take the food. The food is needed by this guy. And sure, they probably aren't feeding Ian well, but this guy needs the food more because he's, literally recovering from being stabbed. I was going around looking for Daniel, who I was asked to look for, and I found this down here.
Someone had left a plate on the floor near the boxes on the gun deck. I wondered who had been eating here, because that was generally not allowed.
Okay, someone eating where they're not supposed to. That's a clue that might be useful later. Well, no sign of Dan in any of the rooms I'm allowed to search through, so let's return to the kitchen instead. And let's go down to the cargo hold. Fine, I missed there was another staircase right there. Let's head down there very quickly, just to see if we can just find anyone down here. This will be where the brig is as well. Yep, there's Ian. And I cannot open the door, which is probably a very good thing, because I don't want to let Ian out. So either cargo or potentially, I guess, maybe where the cannons are stored, if we even have any on board.
There was a trap door that led to where the ship's ballast was kept. Nothing but stones down there.
Okay, so still no sign of Daniel down here, and this is a very small deck. Got it.
Ah, Devon, you're right on time to help Danielle with dinner for the crew. Are you a good cook?
Not in the slightest.
I saw a few sacks of rice, a bag of potatoes, and a pot of barley. There's also some dried meat and fish on the hooks. And maybe we can do something with those old carrots. They are getting moldy.
Well, those are like potatoes right there. Go for potatoes in a stew. Potato stew sounds nice and hearty.
Now, will you please get me some fish or meat for this stew?
Fish or meat? Got it. Well, we're definitely going for meat rather than fish.
It was a slice of cured meat.
That'll do. Yep, lovely. Definitely prefer meat and potatoes to fish and potatoes, absolutely.
The salty smell of cured meat. It will go well with some ground chili peppers. You probably love spicy food, right, Devon?
Let's not go making assumptions, please.
Even a dash of pepper freshens up most bland protectorate-made dishes. Good chili peppers do wonders.
Well, it's a shame then that we don't have any aboard the HLV Herald. They would have made this dish a lot more edible.
And go on then, let's be really passive-aggressive at him. Why exactly did you bring up that I might like spicy food, Daniel?
Why do you bring up chili peppers if we don't have any?
It's not just about the peppers, Devon. It's... Sometimes you suddenly realize that you dearly miss something you left behind.
Oh, never mind, I thought we were going to accuse him of being racist, but we didn't bother.
It can be as small as the taste of a tomato salsa prepared with fresh Malagueta peppers. But sometimes it's about other, more significant things.
Like chili peppers? Come on, Daniel, what are you driving at here?
Could you explain those more significant things?
The peppers grew in my garden, Devon. Every day of summer, a girl I knew would pick the ripe ones at noon, and I would watch her while she did.
That strikes me as just a bit creepy, but fine, whatever.
Who was she?
Charlize was the property of my father's estate. But there, in that garden, she was free, Devon, singing a song while she picked the Malaguetas one by one. When we were together, I completely forgot why I was there and what she really was. A slave girl, forbidden fruit.
And did she like you too?
Did she like you as much as you liked her?
Oh, yes. I won't go into detail, but I am sure she did. We were also quite reckless. After numerous hot-blooded encounters behind a particularly beautiful pepper plant, I one day dared to brag about my exploits to my friends. When father found out, he said I had besmirched our family name, and worse, that of my fiancée. I felt ashamed. I never dared to face Charlize again.
Yeah, you probably should have mentioned the fact that you were engaged earlier in this story.
You had a fiancé?
No, I got a fiancée handed to me. I could never love a woman like her, the wretched monster that she is. When the rumors finally reached the ears of my betrothed, her parents made sure Charlize disappeared. I couldn't do anything to stop them. I was asleep when they stormed the Senzala, took Charlize out of her bed, and hanged her from a tree in our garden. I never had a chance to apologize.
Okay, I suspect he's slightly colouring the story in his favour here, but yeah, that was a bit of an overreaction by then.
They killed her? What barbarism.
Well, the stew is done. Go serve the crew on the twin deck. I'll be right there.
And there we are, we've got a lovely potato and meat stew. I don't know what I gave to the guests upstairs, it shouldn't need salting because it's got a lot of tears in it.
So, what you cooked up for us tonight, Andra? Another disappointment?
You alone bring enough of that to the table, Caleb. Besides, I wasn't the one cooking tonight.
If you were not cooking, Undra, who was?
Ooh, there's Jim Sterling! We found Jim Sterling! It was Robert Stockton all along!
Danielle, together with Devon here, made a fine stew for us.
You trust your kitchen to Ransburg?
Galley, Caleb. And yes, I do.
Well, Can't be worse than your tasteless grub now, can it?
Coming from you, I take that as a compliment.
I'm starving. Fill my bowl right up, Devon. It'd better be good.
It's quite frankly almost slightly surreal that Jim Sterling is just chilling out in the middle of this period drama.
You were back there? Did you hear any strange sounds?
Strange sounds in the ship, Jim. What are you talking about?
I heard some eerie noises last night from the direction of the cargo hold.
What are you talking about, Rob? The cargo hold is locked while we're at sea. No one can enter till we make port.
Oh. A Tale of Two Daughters. Why do we get the feeling that Daughter 2 has been sealed down there with some, like, dried food or whatever?
But bosun, I've heard it as well.
Ludlow? Where did...
It was just a few nights back. I was walking to my cabin, and suddenly the air around me went icy cold. Then, out of nowhere, comes this ghostly tune, mesmerizing me as I walk across the 'tween deck. Before I know it, darkness creeps over me. The next thing I remember was waking up in the crow's nest at 3 in the morning.
When I heard it, I could swear there was singing too. We're all doomed, bosun.
Okay, Ludlow's story is slightly ridiculous, but I'm sure it's fine. But everyone just probably ought to be careful just in case, because I suspect there is someone down there, and I suspect it's like the disgraced daughter of the regent or something.
Don't go towards the sound when you hear it. It's really dangerous. I've heard terrible stories of sirens trying to lure men into their arms. Before you know it, you're locked in an embrace with a hideous woman with razor-sharp teeth and a pale, dead face.
Okay, you might have been slightly overselling that there, Devon.
Well, that's good to know, right, Caleb? Even you might have a chance with this girl.
Okay, that's a good comeback.
So, have you heard anything of interest today? Did any of the passengers bear their secrets to you while they stuffed their faces?
No, the old guy slightly old-fashioned, the young person slightly more liberal. This is not particularly surprising. Let's start off with the haunted ship thing though, because that's probably the most interesting one. We've got the haunted ship, which probably means there's something alive down in the cargo hold.
Some of the crew really seem to think that the Herald is haunted.
Wait, why would I tell Aaron that? He's the one that told the ghost story. He already knows.
They believe that hogwash now? You are joking, right?
You literally came into the room and told us a ghost story.
Devon, the crew didn't hear anything. I made that story up on the spot. They're so gullible.
Ah, I see. It's just you being a dick as usual. You are the worst sailor. How the hell have you not been to bed? How the hell are you not in the brig?
And they call themselves men? What a joke. What else did you hear?
Let's leave Daniel's tragic story out of this, but let's mention the drugs at least.
The physician tending to Officer Brunswick is missing a bottle of laudanum.
Aaron probably bloody stole it knowing him.
Garrick is a hold. He forgets things all the time. I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, Aaron stole the drugs then.
Well, it's getting late already, and I have a job for you. The captain is preparing himself for his late-night tea with Senator Morton in the captain's cabin. It's a friendly thing they do every other day. As you are the new steward, the captain has asked you to serve them.
You set this up, didn't you? I'm supposed to be eavesdropping on their conversation to find out what they are discussing.
Exactly. You're a quick learner, Devon.
And you are actively insubordinate and a terrible sailor.
Make sure you find some way to stall for time while they discuss important matters. It is vital that they forget your presence so that you may listen long enough to discover what they are talking about. Sounds like a good plan, right?
Sounds like a completely pointless and stupid plan.
It is good to have you here, Mr. Morton. Now, as per your request, I have appointed one of the crew to the position of steward. I'd like you to meet Mr. Devon Rensburg.
Ah, and I did a good job serving him earlier, so he's gonna like me.
Perhaps you have noticed some of his work today?
No, I don't think I have. What does he do?
Oh, la-di-da. I'm just going to nod quietly and let the captain speak. I shouldn't speak unless I'm spoken to and addressed directly.
Ah, this boy. Well, he seems to know how to be invisible, and that's the most important skill of a steward, if you ask me.
Okay, Morton likes me, that's good.
He is right, you know. Now fetch us some tea, Devon, with a soothing splash of brandy, please. I keep a flask of eau de vie in the cupboard behind the stairs. Now, What is it that you'd like to talk to me about, Lewis?
Nothing in particular. I just wanted to check on you. See if you needed any help or perhaps moral support.
I'm just quietly making the tea in the background there.
I mean, with our dear Mr. Brunswick injured by that crazy cabin boy, you must be quite shocked.
Oh, I am. Thank God Rupert is still alive.
But for how long? Do you know if we can do without his skills?
Rupert has been a dear friend for many years. I know we can't lose him. I can't lose him.
We have a long journey ahead of us, Cornelius, and I am afraid his condition is deteriorating. Will we make it to the colony in time without his proper guidance?
Well, we're lucky that Rupert left his notes. They were enough to determine our course for the moment. If not for that, we would be hopelessly adrift.
I realized that if I acted busy, they might keep talking as if I weren't there, if I dared to keep them waiting.
So I can either serve the tea now or rummage through the cupboard and listen on. Yeah, go on, go through the cupboard because I'm looking for the brandy they requested, right? Unless that's already that there, but let's just rummage through the cabinet quickly.
I know how much you've done for the Protectorate and its cause, but if this affair delays us, I'm afraid your career might be in jeopardy.
I do understand your concern, but I am well aware of the importance of this mission. I could do without you constantly reminding me.
I am not pressuring you, Cornelius, don't worry. I'm only concerned.
And so am I, Lewis. How's your niece doing, by the way? Has she accustomed to life at sea?
I think the sea breeze had her a bit on edge the past few days. She's trying to push my buttons all the time. Sometimes it's hard to admit, but Tabitha frequently reminds me of her aunt. She's got the same feisty way of talking. Quite unladylike, but undeniably charming.
I wondered what else they might have to say.
So now I could stall by going for a draw, or you know what, no, let's bring the tea. One set of stalling is enough. Ah, and the thing on top of the heater was his teapot, his golden cockerel teapot. I served the tea, and I went away having learnt a couple of things, but maybe not quite 100% of the story. Lovely.
Oh, Devon, thank God you are still awake. Everybody is calling me a fool, but you'll believe me, right?
Yes, you're still hearing noises down below, and it's definitely the other daughter from... Wait, is it his... No, it's not his daughter, it's probably his... Yeah, it's his niece, right?
Of course I'll believe you, Rob. Never let others belittle you.
She's back again. I've heard her song, trying to snare me in the darkness. The she-devil wants my soul.
Now, if I look straight down through this thing, I might be able to see or hear it immediately, right?
The music seemed to be coming from somewhere on the tween deck.
Ah, wait. The covered-up piano I saw earlier. Somebody is playing that covered-up piano. Right, okay, that's what that was for. And the piano was down this side. If we head down here to the end, the piano is at the end here on the right. Now, who's playing the piano? It's not someone sealed in the hold, it's someone playing the piano over here. And it's the daughter we already know about by the looks of things, unless there is indeed a secret second one.
My first vow is to never bow for the hurt and pain which cannot break me. Fire and flame, thunderstorm or rain, it is not enough to change my views.
How exactly did anyone hear this and not just think, well, that's someone playing a piano and singing over the other side of the deck? I'll just peer around the corner and figure that out. How did anyone think this was a ghost or a siren? Just listen quietly for the moment. Don't interrupt her.
Ugh, terrible.
I don't know, miss. What's wrong with it? Seemed all right to me.
Well, this thing is so horribly tuned, it sounds like a drowning cat. Oh, it's you. We haven't been properly introduced yet. I'm Tabitha Vesey. Nice to meet you. Devon Rensburg, was it?
I like you. You've remembered me and my name. Also, how do you know my name? I didn't actually introduce myself to you earlier.
What was that?
Oh, no, we do have an insane sister locked away in the hold. Never mind, both my theories were correct. By any chance, do you have, like, a mad or incredibly shamed sister who you lock in the basement or something?
I figured it was the wind going through the piano, since the cover was partially open when I got here.
Alright, big damn hero, let's go and have a look-see.
You seem distressed. Would it calm you if I took a look between the furniture?
No, please, stay here. I like your company. Quite a lot more than my Uncle Lewis's. Don't get me wrong, but being around him the entire day can be pretty frustrating. He's so imperious and self-indulgent. It drives me mad. We're all going through some rough patches right now. My family, that is.
Especially after my mad sister went missing, and there didn't seem to be any supernatural dangers. Well, there was something. There was some weird howling, which was, blatantly coming from this area, but whatever. Apparently I'm just supposed to safely go to bed.
Did you find the siren?
Yeah, it was a person playing the piano. I could tell because it sounded like a person playing the piano. I convinced the gullible soul that I made love to a siren. Oh, go on, I'm doing it.
You wouldn't believe what I saw. She was real, Rob. Her ghastly stare struck deep into my very soul, and as she beckoned me to come closer, I tried to resist her call. But her sweet embrace, her supple form, oh, and that bosom.
Just the one, though. The other one was disappointing.
Devon, just stop. Stop making a fool out of me. You didn't touch her. That's impossible.
Don't worry, Devon. It was totally just you imagining things. Oh, for goodness sake, Aaron, what stupid plan have you got now?
Devon, wake up. You are the only one I can trust with this.
I hate you. I wish you were dead.
Listen to me, Devon. There is something in the galley. Something that's not supposed to be there.
You know what? Let's just get to the meat of this. What exactly is in the kitchen?
What do you mean, something? Are you sure it's not Undra?
Does Undra often sound like a cat in heat at this hour? No? I thought not.
No, but the ship's cat might. Do we have a ship's cat? Have we checked that?
I was turning the winch when I heard this faint wailing sound coming from the grate next to it. I had decided it was probably the wind when I suddenly heard it again while I was inspecting the bilge pump. But this time, I saw something walk across the 'tween deck too.
Why are you so scared of this? It's just a person wandering around on the 'tween deck.
Seriously? I thought you weren't impressed by those ghost stories.
Devon, I went down there and saw something going into the galley. Sailors aren't supposed to go in there at night, myself included. I woke you up because, as a steward, you are allowed inside.
Alright, fine, I'll go check it out. Okay, galley. Nothing major going on here yet, just head a bit deeper in. Everything seems fine, but it looks like someone's done some ransacking.
It was too dark to see anything. I needed a lantern.
There's a spare lantern in the crew's quarters, but you might need to refill its oil supply.
Need lantern, need oil. Can't remember seeing oil anywhere, to be honest, but presumably somewhere in the workshop there'd be oil. Ah, there it is, there's the lantern. Actually, I've seen various containers inside these drawers. There's loads of drawers here. One of these might be lamp oil. I just can't remember what was in each thing. That looks like lamp oil. Marvellous.
Someone had rummaged through it quite recently and left a trail of crumbs.
Okay, a trail of breadcrumbs would lead us to the culprit. Lovely, which have now just appeared on the ground. So this way, this way, this way, round here. Ah, but back to the plate I saw earlier, which is now gone.
The crumbs led to a box among Senator Morton's furniture.
Where once there was a plate. And potentially... Ah, within the box, though. Oh, yeah, mad shamed sister.
I think we have a problem, Ludlow.
Let me see. It's a little girl. But who is she? And what is she doing here?
Tabitha's shamed mad sister, calling it now.
Do you think we should wake her up?
Yeah, let her sleep, inform the captain. That's definitely the right thing to do right now.
No, we should let her sleep and go straight to the captain. She might be a little girl, but she's still a stowaway.
The captain? That's not necessary, is it?
Yes, it is, because there's a stowaway on the... You are the worst at sailing!
I mean, let's first ask her where she's from.
No!
No, please, don't wake her. She's only just fallen asleep.
Yeah, this feels increasingly like one of the Telltale games, unfortunately. The game claims to have choice and consequence, but if you flipping dare try and make a choice that's not where the game wants you to go, nope, another character will just slap you down.
Huh? Lady Tabitha? Excuse me, miss, but do you by chance know this girl?
No, I don't, but... Well, maybe I do. A little. It was a few nights back. I was stretching my legs when I found her hiding underneath the piano. She was sobbing and I tried to comfort her, but I couldn't really figure out how she got here.
Why not?
Because she doesn't say a word. She's been silent for as long as I've been with her. She likes music. That is all I know.
Okay, this is really the sort of thing you tell someone about.
Why haven't you warned anyone about her?
We are lucky she didn't. In my experience, the Protectorate handles stowaways quite harshly. Corporal punishment has only recently been banned for petty crimes. But trespassing, that is still a capital offence.
But they wouldn't beat a girl, would they?
I've seen it happen with boys. Why are girls any different?
Punishment or not, if my uncle found out there was a stowaway on board, it would disgrace the captain. I don't want to be responsible for that.
No, I'm sorry. We're taking this to the captain. He seems like a reasonable man. I'm going to just see if the game's going to basically slap my hand away and tell me I can't do it. But I think we should warn the captain, damn it.
I still think it is best to warn the captain, though. If I make sure to catch him alone, nobody but him will know. The girl can't stay here. Not in that box.
Devon, trust me. You don't want to bother the captain with this. There must be another solution.
No, captain, damn it. The last time we followed Ludlow's advice, a man ended up getting stabbed because of Ludlow's idiocy. I'm not listening to him in the slightest. No, I'm convinced the captain would not hurt a little girl. He comes across as very reasonable to me.
Do you really think the captain will punish a little girl? Come on, Ludlow. Let's just play it fair and tell Captain Hendricks the truth like we're supposed to.
Devon, I speak from experience when I ask you not to do this.
If Aaron wants me to not do it, that means doing it is the right thing to do. Oh, never mind, there's about to be a cutscene that's going to interrupt me before I can.
I'll take the girl to my cabin and we'll discuss a solution first thing in the morning.
No!
The girl doesn't know it yet, but I think she's extremely lucky to have met you. Good night, Officer Ludlow. See you at breakfast, Devon.
What are you doing?
Meanwhile, the following morning...
Just give me 5 minutes, Undra. I'll be right there.
Danielle! You know it's your job to collect the eggs from the coops.
I'm on my way already, just...
How do you expect me to serve breakfast like this? By the time you are finished, it'll be time for luncheon.
Scarumba!
What?
Stop bossing me around. Let someone else do it for once, okay?
Why do you get the feeling that Daniel's lost something related to his tragic backstory?
Good morning, Devon. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And no, don't say I'm doing great. Be formal with her.
Good morning.
Tut-tut.
Okay, I don't protest, don't stay silent, just acknowledge you understand. But she did actually initiate conversation with me, so that strikes me as an okay thing.
Sir?
Good. You're a quick learner. Now pour me a cup.
Uncle?
Just something between Mr. Rensburg and I.
I can't help but notice I just took the teapot with me and there doesn't seem to be tea in the cups.
Well.
This is my petty revenge. I've robbed them of their tea.
Last night you were out of bed, Tabitha. Can you please explain to me what you were doing at 3 in the morning?
I was just...
Go on. I'm just concerned about what you left the cabin for.
I had to go and empty the chamber pot. Oh, I am so embarrassed, Uncle. You cannot ask a lady to speak such a thing in the presence of a servant.
Clever girl.
Of course. The chamber pot. Then why did I find this kerchief on my piano this morning?
That is not mine, Uncle. I have no idea whom that belongs to. Uncle, my cup. It's chipped. It hurts my lips when I sip from it.
Sip from the other side, my dear.
My left hand is weak. I can't hold a cup like that. Steward, take this one back to the kitchen and bring me a cup in pristine condition.
Okay. Tabitha wants me to go to the kitchen and get a fresh cup. Why? You know what? Just comply. She's clearly doing something here. I just don't know what.
Tabitha had slipped a tiny note underneath her cup, asking me to meet her on the weather deck later.
Ah, very clever, I see. So, what are we talking about here, Tabitha?
Right, but what do you want to talk about?
Remember that my uncle found a handkerchief? Well, it's not mine. I'm sure it belongs to the girl. I've seen her holding it a couple of times.
So I'm guessing, therefore, you need me to recover the handkerchief, because you can't, because there might be some form of writing or initials on it that might give us a clue to her identity, then.
You need to get it back. You and your uncle share a cabin, right? You could take it from him when he's asleep.
Not possible, Devon. He even noticed me leaving the cabin last night. I need some sort of distraction if I want to do something like that.
No, I'm going to keep pushing this one. We just need to go and tell the bloody captain.
Then we should warn the captain.
Yes. It's the only way we can avoid conflict.
Wait, when we say warn the captain, I just want to tell the captain. Just, okay. Wait, why warn? Like, what I mean is I just want to tell the captain about the girl, which she previously didn't want to do. But well, actually, no, it wasn't. It was Aaron that didn't want to do that. You know what? Let's go for it. I want to tell the captain, sure.
Then we have no other choice.
It is better for all of us if the captain knows about this. He will take...
Oh no, would you believe the weather's going to stop it happening?
It's coming straight at us. I need all the passengers to go to the deck house.
Captain Hendricks, have you seen my uncle?
In your cabin, Lady Tabitha. Go to him and take him to the dining saloon right away. It's safer there.
I'll be on my way.
Be careful when you take the stairs. They might be slippery. Rendsburg, have you seen Ludlow?
No, he's hiding in his cabin with the girl. Okay, let me tell the captain about the damn girl.
I need to talk to you about something, Captain. It's urgent.
Not as urgent as this storm, I'm sure.
See? The game just will not let me tell the captain.
I need Ludlow, Rendsburg. Go get him, now. If there's anyone still below deck, get them to go to the dining saloon immediately. Unless it's a sailor. Then I want them to report to me. That's an order.
Right, anyone in blue needs to get into the saloon. Anyone outside of blue needs to... No, not onto that deck. That's the wrong deck. Right, into Ludlow's cabin, which has been weirdly ransacked, in fact, probably by the little girl. What on earth has been going on here?
While going through Ludlow's room, I discovered several of Gerrig's missing laudanum bottles, all empty. I wanted to ask Ludlow before jumping to conclusions, but it was hard to not think the worst.
Not least as it was Ludlow, and he's an idiot and we hate him. Right, no sign of Ludlow. Oh, no, we've got the doctor, though.
Oh, thank God you're here, Mr. Rendsburg.
Alright, Gehrig, you need to go to the dining saloon right now. Captain's orders.
You need to go to the dining saloon, Doctor. It's dangerous to stay here.
Please, Devon, it will only take a few minutes. Brunswick's wound is suppurating, and his body temperature is very unstable. Someone has to hold him down, while I'll drain the pus. The officer's life is at stake.
Alright, fair enough. Fine, that is life or death.
First, I need the syringe to drain the pus from the wound. So hand me the syringe, Devon.
That is a syringe, yes, that's fine.
Good, that should do it. Now I need you to give me the scalpel, so I can cut away the dead tissue.
Alright, one scalpel. Lovely. That does look like a scalpel, yes.
I need to sew the wound shut now. Can you hand me the needle and thread?
I'm sure I can pull that off.
Gehrig wanted one of his tools.
Don't forget to sterilize the needle by holding it in the candle flame for a few seconds.
Sorry, my mistake. So stay and take care of the officer, get to the saloon. No, the captain's orders are to the saloon. You're going to the saloon, I'm afraid.
The captain ordered everyone to go to the dining saloon. It is safer there. We did all we could for Officer Brunswick. Now it is time to take care of ourselves.
As you wish. See you there, Rendsburg.
I know what you're up to, Ludlow.
Of course you do, Haywood.
I'm serious. When are you going to learn to keep to yourself?
I was just...
No excuses.
Haywood, what do you think's going on? Because it's probably worse than what you think's actually happening.
What's going on here?
That's what I want to know too, Ludlow. What were you doing rifling through my drawers?
I just wanted to know if you had any nuts.
Can you believe this man, Rensburg? It must be that time of the month again.
Fine. I'm sorry. I was just looking for a wrench to...
The wrenches are on the wall. You tell me I'm the one who's blind.
You know what? No, I am determined, absolutely determined, that everyone's going to find out about this stowaway, alright? And if I just tell Haywood about it, that makes it more likely the captain will find out.
We have reason to believe there's a stowaway aboard the Herald. Ludlow was just doing a routine search of the ship.
Devon, why are you...
Because I have said all along it is the better thing to do.
A stowaway? Why were you going through my drawers then?
I don't know.
You are the worst character in a game ever.
You're nothing but a thief and a liar, Ludlow.
Don't forget Drug Fiend, because I found the stolen drugs. I told Haywood it was the truth. Yes, it was indeed the truth. He's a thief and a lie. He's a bloody idiot.
It's the truth, Haywood. We'll explain later. You have to go now. The captain is waiting for you.
Fine, I'll go. But only because the captain ordered it.
And now Ludlow's run off to the bloody gun deck. I hate Ludlow. And I noticed that Ludlow looked flushed, which was of course a symptom of the stolen drugs.
What's wrong, Ludlow? You look flushed.
Flushed? I'm fine, Devon. It's just...
No, you stole the drugs.
I can't find my uncle anywhere. He wasn't in our cabin.
I lost the girl too. I don't know where she is. One moment she was standing right next to me, and the next...
You what?
See this? This is why I hate Ludlow.
She could seriously hurt herself, officer. What if she fell overboard?
It's not like I lost the girl on purpose.
If only we'd told the captain.
I had a stomachache this morning and was distracted when she suddenly ran for it.
Right, let's just confront Ludlow, because I hate the bastard. Yeah, you stole the medicine.
A stomachache? Is that why you took those?
No, never mind. Once again, I tried to do a flipping choice and consequence, but the game decided I wasn't allowed to.
That came from below. Let's take the stairs.
Right, she's down near the brig then. After her we go. Oh no, and now Daniel's running off as well. He's got a stupid subplot that needs to be resolved in the middle of the bloody storm.
Oh God. My little girl, are you alright? Please don't cry. I'll get you out of here.
He went through that door, Ludlow. He's got a key to the cargo hold.
Who are you talking about, Ian?
Well, obviously Morton.
The senator, Lewis Morton.
What is going on in here?
Stowaway, mysterious French subplot that's not going anywhere. A lot of things are happening right now, okay, Morton? And the storm. Don't forget the storm. Well, we are looking for Mr. Morton. You need to get yourself in the saloon for your own safety, okay?
We were looking for you, sir. There's a storm underway and you're in danger down here.
The storm can wait. Who is this girl and what is she doing aboard this ship?
Stowaway, let's go tell the captain.
She's all alone and I won't let her come to harm.
You are the worst person.
Elisa!
Ah, it's the French person's tragic daughter. Got it.
Minha menina, you are safe. I was so worried.
Danielle?
Who are you and what do you think you are doing?
Okay, this all needs to go to the captain. Every option from now on, I'm just suggesting we're taking this to the bloody captain. This is getting confusing enough.
Let's go to the captain. He'll know what to do.
No one leaves. Not before I have answers.
Uncle, don't be so harsh on him.
No, it's fine. Really.
Could we have this conversation not in the deck where we know there's heavy stuff that falls around and kills you while we're in a storm?
I can't hide it from you much longer anyway.
Hide what, exactly?
The girl, her name is Elisa, and she's my daughter.
Your secret daughter with the woman you shouldn't have been with, yes, of course. And it would appear we are through the worst of the storm. Finally, we've managed to get this to the attention of the bloody captain, significantly after I wanted it to be. If anyone asks, I was trying to bring this to the captain's attention the whole time. It was flipping Aaron that stopped me.
I trusted you, even as someone from the Kingdom of Brazil. I held to believe that you had changed your ways.
So, you know where I'm from?
Your accent betrayed you. Although I have to admit, if Mr. Roberter hadn't told me about his suspicions, I would not have been convinced.
Why was I not arrested then?
All refugees to the free world are welcomed by the Protectorate and its allies. Your heritage is not a crime, but human trafficking is.
She is his daughter, sir.
Doesn't matter, officer. This man smuggled a human being aboard a government-chartered ship with immeasurable danger to her safety.
Very true.
Harboring a stowaway is a capital offense.
So that might be an overreaction.
That it is, and therefore I'm taking appropriate measures. Mr. Barris, you will stay under strict surveillance until we arrive in the eastern colonies. There you will be delivered to the authorities in waiting for your trial.
See, the captain comes across as a basically very reasonable person.
Excuse me, Cornelis?
He poses no danger, Lewis, and I need my crew. Please let the authorities handle this.
You are the authority on this ship. I am an authority on this ship. We sentence him here, right now.
I asked what Mr. Morton would suggest we do. I decided, yeah, stay silent for the moment.
The crime in question mandates a flogging by whip.
Well, that's not a capital punishment. I'm fine with that.
You can't do this!
The whip's been banned in the capital, sir. The ship doesn't even carry a whip anymore.
We are not in the capital anymore, officer. And may I remind you that our captain is a collector of exotic weaponry?
It is, but I looked at the case earlier. It's just a series of bladed things and a large rifle, so unless you're planning to actually whip him with a sword, I'm not sure that's going to work out. And this is probably a reasonable time to speak out. There should be another way here.
There must be another way, sir.
Indeed there is. The captain has a rattan cane, an object often used in the eastern colonies to flog criminals.
Ah, cane, fine.
It would be an excellent choice in this case.
You want me to get a rattan? Fair enough. If they do it in the colonies, why can't we?
Because we are better than that, Captain. That's why.
Okay, let's check the actual law here. What is the law on flogging right now?
Are you sure it is lawful? What does the law say exactly, Captain?
The law states that corporal punishment is allowed. It is within my power to administer 12 strokes to Mr. Barris's back.
This has taken long enough. The captain has every right to punish Mr. Barris for his crimes. Take Mr. Barris to the weather deck, officer.
Senator, please. I beg you to listen to me. Danielle merely protected his daughter, sir. What would you do?
He didn't protect her. He put her into a situation where she could have very easily been killed.
I wouldn't lie. Besides, I have no daughter.
Oh, you've probably got a secret daughter hidden in the cargo hold jet. I bet everyone's got a secret daughter. And you do, sir, have a niece, however.
You might not have a daughter, but what if it was Lady Tabitha, sir? What if your own niece was in danger, and the only thing you could do to save her was break the law? Wouldn't you do that?
Tabitha, Mr. Rensburg?
Oh, I feel like I've just overstepped my mark quite significantly.
I heard rumors that you were an illegitimate child in search of your roots. That alone is supposedly the reason you travel to the eastern colonies. Do you like it when other people talk about your private life behind your back? I thought not. Tabitha is the kind of woman that doesn't want to be saved by anyone. I wouldn't break any law for her, nor should anyone else.
Have you no heart?
Take Mr. Barris to the weather deck. We shan't draw this out any longer.
I'm sorry, Ludlow. I'm duty-bound to take action this time.
It's okay, Ludlow. I understand that it's not your call. Just make sure Eliza has her little handkerchief, will you? It was...
Oh, the kerchief was hers. Such a pity that I dropped it in the ocean this morning.
Oh, you Disney villain, you.
Trying to protect his daughter, Daniel had brought himself into harm's way. A bruised and broken man, he was locked up in the brig with Ian. Although the mystery of the girl was now solved, another question quickly arose. For what had Senator Morton been doing in the cargo hold during the storm?
Did you truly believe you could bargain with a Protectorate senator?
And back to the framing device.
Did you or did you not rummage through my strongbox while I was away?
I did. I do that a lot.
Yes, I did.
Did you read the articles?
Yeah, there was a dead Rajah.
Yes, I read a newspaper clipping.
Good. Then you also know what they did to my husband. To my family.
Okay, so you're the wife of the dead guy.
But who are you then?
I am... No, I was a queen. Once. The Protectorate took my kingdom from me. By murdering my husband, the Raja of Mishra. They butchered almost all of my household staff. The Raja's second and third wives. Even some of my daughters that didn't want to flee with me. I left them, Devon. I left my children to die.
Ah, good. She's leaving me alone for a minute so I can go for another box. Beautiful. Ooh, maybe we can actually follow her down this. Ooh, we've actually flipping got out.
We are surrounded by the corpse of a culture that once flourished in this region. Your mother was once part of that culture. A culture which carried a long and proud tradition that is no more. It is the Protectorate that made it so. The Lord Protector stole our colours, bagged them, and shipped them off afar.
Sorry, you're telling me that the reason you're angry isn't your dead husband or your dead children, it's because he stole all of the purple?
And now the cockerel is brandishing our plucked feathers right under my nose, taunting me in the hope that I lash out. As tempting as it may be, my people can't afford that. I don't want to legitimize him wiping us from history. I don't want to grant him that pleasure. I'm losing hope, Devon. And what last opportunity I have left now rests in the hands of a few in whom I've placed my trust. I'd like you to meet one of them. In fact, you have met before. This is my daughter, Ashna.
I haven't met you before.
Hello, Devon.
Ah! Okay. Right. So, this explains actually nothing whatsoever. You're just still an idiot.
It's good to see you've recovered.
Like, I really would like this to be a big, oh, this explained why he did this, that, and the other, but no, it doesn't. She was just an idiot on a ship and she was still just an idiot on a ship. Now she was just an idiot on a ship in drag. To be continued! But not quite yet, because episode 3 and 4 aren't out yet. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. That is Herald, an interactive period drama. Effectively a visual novel, but with some interesting stuff in it. You know, it's nice for there to be a little bit more of walking around the ship. It would be nice if there was a little bit more on the gameplay front. Like, it has the same weaknesses that many visual novels and especially Telltale games do have, which is they're not as big as they like to pretend they are. The gameplay isn't really challenging, the puzzles aren't really puzzles, and when it says choice and consequence, there's not really true choice and consequence. There's Jim Sterling, Robert Stocks and Jim Sterling there. There's not really real choice and consequence, because if you try and make choices that would change the story, they just basically, the game just kind of, you know, whips up circumstances that means you can't. So I desperately tried to tell the captain, but I wasn't allowed to do the story, would blatantly have told the captain anyway. So yeah, it's got that Telltale thing that sadly the choices don't have proper consequences. But I will say, it's very pretty, the voice acting is a good quality, the script is pretty good quality, the mysteries are at least somewhat interesting. And the score's quite nice as well, actually. Lots of the incidental music is all quite pleasant, so I've actually quite enjoyed the score as well. So I'll keep an eye on how these videos do. If these do particularly well, I might well do episodes 3 and 4 when they come out. If you'd be interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below, and I will keep half an eye on this game. Especially if a lot of people come back from the first part and watch the second part too, then I might well do parts 3 and 4 when they come out in the future, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a TrueNet, and this has been Herald, an interactive period drama. Thank you very much, and goodbye. What the hell? Alright, we've now got a Scottish zombie travelling with us. Oh, he's actually quite good now. And he's got over his drinking problem. Which is... oh, he eats human flesh. He's got some decent carrying capacity. Okay, fine, he eats people, but come on, let's not be flipping judgmental about this.